Ready to admit it yet?
We are not lost.
I'm inclined to agree with Ratsamal.
We've been running in circles for so long, we've actually run out of Naga to kill.
Fine, you might have a point.
Really? This might be the first argument with a girl that I've ever won.
While I'm thrilled for you, it doesn't present a solution to our problem.
You just can't let me have my moment, can you?
As much as I appreciate your approach, Ella, I feel a more logical assessment will yield better results.
What are you proposing?
I would begin by attempting to trace the flow of the sludge. At least we can discover its source.
Not gonna lie, that actually makes a lot of sense.
I'd still like to know why the Naga are pumping out sludge. If they live in the water, why pollute it?
You're right, they are kind of shooting themselves in the foot.
Exactly, which leads me to believe there is a third party involved.
That makes a lot of sense. Someone's got to be pulling the strings.
There's a pretty good chance this is related to Pez and the Blood Elves.
I don't understand why these groups are trying to ruin the world. The world already sucks. Just let it run its course.
I am starting to see why you never took over the world.
Yes, it's shocking news that I'm lazy. I'm sure you're all floored.
Can we stop standing around already?
I believe the sludge is being pumped from this direction.
Wonderful. Let's get moving.
Thank God that's finally over.
Not gonna lie, I thought we weren't gonna make it there.
But when I turned into a giant swirling ball of doom, everything turned out fine.
Actually, that's when my fear peaked.
You accidentally killing us in that state is completely plausible.
I will say, it was pretty incredible. I guess I can check kill an elemental lord off my to-do list.
Please tell me it's a metaphorical list.
God, I wish it was.
It is very real, it is very awesome, and it's how I judge my growth as a person.
Judging from how you are, I'm guessing you haven't accomplished much.
How wrong you are.
Of course.
I've been able to check off a good majority of things. First and foremost, be remembered forever.
And you've accomplished this how?
Isn't it obvious? My sweet, awesome boomkin dance moves have more than assured my place in the history books.
I think you're grossly overestimating the importance of your dance moves.
Now, there is a possibility that his dance moves will be remembered in infamy for generations to come.
I, for one, will do my part to tell the future generations of Pro, the worst dancer in history.
History will vindicate my dance moves.
What other seemingly important tasks are on this list?
I see through your ruse. Nevertheless, other notable accomplishments that I have yet to achieve are sneaking into Orgrimmar to give Thrall a wedgie, telling Father Winter what I want for Christmas without having to fight off his little damn helpers, and of course, I want to kick Auden Wyrn right in his fucking shins, because, come on, he's 10 and ruling Stormwind.
I hate that annoying rat. Wow, I thought it was only me.
Actually, I found that most Night Elves hate the little kid.
It makes no sense. What person is going to feel safe knowing that their 10-year-old king is looking out for them?
Plus, Stormwind did get destroyed on his watch. Not exactly a resume booster. Crap, I hope he didn't die. I was really looking forward to that kick.
This does bring up an interesting question. What happened to our families, our friends? We really haven't stepped back to consider this.
Actually, I have, and I couldn't be happier that I might never see my family again.
I'm guessing you and your family did not get along well?
Oh dear God, no. His dance first, ask questions later approach did not mesh well. I'm surprised your family didn't disown you.
They totally did. I was on the proverbial no-fly list for every holiday and birthday for thousands of years. I have such a backlog of presents I should have gotten.
Impressive. Most impressive.
Yes, because I'm sure your family was on speaking terms with you.
Hell yes, I was the life of the party. Disowned? Psh, I was the first one invited.
Your family was actually a nice group of people when you weren't around. Give any of them a Thunderbrew, though, and suddenly I'm being beaten up by a bunch of 10-year-old girls.
I start training them young.
That might be the most terrible thing I've ever heard.
I still have nightmares.
Slightly off topic, but what are we planning on doing when we get to Shatra? I mean, I know I'm going to start spreading the tales of how Pro, devilishly handsome protector of the innocent, saved Terakar from almost certain peril.
I thought the bolstering would stop when you had your mental breakdown.
Yeah, but then I transformed into a 3-story pile of kick-ass and killed an elemental lord single-handedly. So I feel like I can brag a little bit.
I never thought I'd see the day where your aptitude actually caught up with your ego.
I'll most likely end up doing what I always end up doing in a major city.
Which is?
Cleaning up after Kaida.
I'm not some child that requires constant supervision.
We both know that's not true, and by doing it this way, I save myself the trouble of trying to find you, as you will, Dynamo, at the top of your lungs.
I only did that once.
You only remember doing it once.
Touché. I'm bored. Let's go.
I hate my burdens.
We should head out as well.
Yes. Places to go, people to brag to.
I think this is it.
A big ziggurat in the center of all this crap? It seems like we should have stumbled upon this sooner.
Is that stuff the sludge we've seen pumping around?
It appears so.
I believe I see a control panel on top of the ziggurat.
We have to shut this station down.
How exactly do you plan on getting us over there? I really don't want to take a swim in that sludge.
I have good news and bad news on that front. Ella and I prepared for this contingency as well, and acquired some water walking potions.
Wow, you guys really did prepare for everything.
We do have a problem though. We could only procure 2 potions.
How is that a problem? Not it for not having to do any work.
I would recommend Ella and myself. We have the most diverse skill set.
Be careful, we don't know what to expect.
See you in hell.
What are the chances of them actually pulling this off?
They're clearly the most motivated out of any of us. Windrift because he's trying to impress Ella, and Ella because she's insane.
She does seem more motivated than Kaito was to get us killed.
Look on the bright side. If she screws up, Windrift will die, and we get a head start on running for our lives.
Fair point.
Snakes for hair. How diabolical.
You there! Are you responsible for what's been happening in Zangarmarsh?
Insolent Draenei, how dare you address me? I am Vash, Queen of the Naga.
Excellent. We've been looking for the ringleader for some time now.
Why have you been pumping out the water and replacing it with sludge?
That should be pretty obvious. We're trying to poison what's left of the world.
We were actually looking for more of why you're hellbent on killing everything.
Vash, we have a problem.
I believe we have an answer to your question.
I swear, don't you people have anything better to do than ruin our plans to destroy the world?
Evidently not.
Today is turning into an increasingly worse headache. First, I find out our Terracar operation has been eradicated, and now this.
Terracar? Does that mean we can't count on Murmur?
Worse than that, Murmur is apparently dead.
Who could possibly defeat an elemental lord?
Right now, we have very little intel, but what we do know is it was a small group of night elves and 1 gnome.
Oh dear God, no.
What is it?
I'm going to have a nightmare of a progress report to give to the boss today.
At least things here are proceeding on schedule. The lake should be drained in a matter of days.
Not if we have anything to say about it.
Are you going to be able to handle Velen's lackeys on your own, or do I need to stick around and lend a hand?
Just because the master appointed you second in command doesn't mean you can talk down to me.
So is that a no?
I can handle a couple of puny Draenei.
Wait a minute. There should be more of you. Where's the annoying guy?
You will have to be far more specific.
I'll tell you what, Vash. I'll do you a favor. You handle these 2, I'll take care of the stragglers.
Finally rid of the fool. Now where were we?
I'm actually starting to get bored.
Did you want to try to get up there and help them?
I'm not that bored yet, just bored enough to complain about the lack of entertainment.
I think I know what you can do to take your mind off of it. Now I definitely know what you can do to take your mind off of it.
Why did you just frost nova me?
Because you were thinking about running for the exit and leaving us to die.
Damn, was it that obvious?